What does a classroom signify? Is it a physical space or a metaphor? Who learn when a teacher teaches and students listen? Is the site of learning relevant in the dialectic of teaching? Can we standardize education as an experience? These questions have been hovering on my mind for some time now, especially as we witness online teaching as the latest emergence in the wake of COVID. As an academic, as a teacher who was also a student few years back, I cannot stop thinking about how fast, only in few months, our intellectual engagements are reduced to webinars and digital classes without an indication of when we will be able to go back to the classroom. I even wonder, is the digital here to replace the physical altogether? While we do not know the answer and the intention is not to share disappointment, let me tell you why I see this as an Orwellian dystopia. Although digital is the future, it cannot undermine or replace the physical idea of a classroom. Classroom is not just a space, it also signifies an intellectual environment, both immediate and remote. No two classrooms are the same. Classrooms are typified by the artifacts inhabiting them: books, illustrations, the walls, the boards. They vary across subjects of study, cultures, type of institutions, and so on. A science classroom may have lab equipment. A math classroom will have calculations on the board. A creative expression classroom will have posters and graffiti, while a sociology classroom is likely to have them all. Each of the artifacts to be deconstructed through the prism of the social. However, the best thing about classrooms is that they can pop up anywhere. To teach social and creative studies, a club. To teach social and creative studies, a cafe is no less a classroom than a science laboratory. A classroom does not have to be fixed and full of standardized props as they just came out of a Fordist workshop. But each of them must be unique in their own way. The metaphorical importance of the classroom lies in the dialectic of teaching and learning. In a classroom, both the teachers and students learn from each other. They learn from the spoken words and also from the unspoken gestures. The synergy created in the classroom through endless debates among the participants are infectious, and that is how knowledge is synthesized. All these are too attractive to let go of. Now, imagine a digital classroom. A digital classroom reduces the idea of learning into a single space of the computer or our smartphones. The screens are the same, whether you are a student of engineering or poetry, mathematics or music. The setting is compellingly impersonal since we see very less of each other, as often the Wi-Fi is overloaded. And we have to switch off the video in Zoom, and then we only hear empty voices coming out of black screen. I once remember Zooming with a colleague with the video mode off and ended up telling him that your voice sounds like God, detached, noisy, and faceless. Does anonymity impede or facilitate knowledge production? Especially as a sociologist, I am particularly concerned with the homogenization of pedagogy that digital classes are thrusting upon us. One may argue that digital teaching and learning will make learning egalitarian in terms of differential access to resources. For example, students in air-conditioned classrooms versus students in rooms with broken window panes. But I would still ask, can structural inequalities be overcome? by homogenizing the process of intellectual expansion